tonight in some regards, but everyone loves an underdog.
Yeah, let's not forget, this is the NBA. Anything can happen, and even lower-ranked teams are elite. We could still have a real contest on our hands today.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. The forwards for him, Bane and Jackson. Morant is out there with Vince Williams. And it's Edey in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here's Jackson, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
And so Powell will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a three-point game. Powell with a screen on Jackson. Pass to Powell. Lets it go from deep. And another three for the Clippers.
Yeah, Leonard really utilizing the vision to find the crack in the defensive coverage.
Morant passes to Bane. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
And it's Morant missing. Quick start here for the Clippers in this one. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Tyronn Lue. Dave, what do you have to say?
Desmond Bane was the topic, and Coach was effusive with his praise. He said Bane is a great catch-and-shoot guy, but he'll find ways to contribute no matter what. He also said Bane is hard to game plan for, but they'll do their best not to let him get in rhythm. They will have their hands full tonight, guys.
Thank you, David. Hits it from three-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Harden. Pass to Powell. And here's Bogdanovich. Just 5 on the clock. Launches it from deep. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And the rejection by Leonard.
And those long arms and huge hands, Leonard has all the tools he needs to erase shots.
The adjustment, man, what a finish.
Morant kicks to Williams. Tries a three. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Los Angeles leading by 8. Leonard with the ball. Williams picks him up. Leonard the pass to Harden. Leonard sets a screen for Harden. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Bane. Memphis moving it around. Williams dishes to Jackson. A three. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
That's just unfair. 6'11" Jackson just sinking threes. I guess this is the new NBA.
And Richard, when it comes to Jaren Jackson, there's a lot to appreciate. My goodness.
Oh, I love that he can guard 1 through 5. Really a modern defensive NBA big man. He can go back to the basket or he can face up. He doesn't need the ball to make a huge impact. Sharing the rock. Part of what makes Ja Morant such a fantastic player is his ability to pass.
Leonard with no one around. Drills the three-pointer. Leonard's got 6 points.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Morant. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Jackson. It's up a three. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Harden finds Bogdanovich. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Williams inside the line. Outside for Jackson. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Bogdanovich passes to Harden. Leonard guard sets a screen for Harden. The long distance three is buried. Harden's got his second bucket.
One thing about Harden, he makes the game look so easy. Ladies and gentlemen, do not try this at home. This man just drops bombs.
Bane, no good. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by Zubac. Outside, Bogdanovich. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They have made it very... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
And small and power forwards, Leonard and Batum. Bogdanovich out there with Harden. And it's Eubanks in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. After earning the number 2 seed in the 2023 playoffs, Richard, last season was a lost year because of all those injuries and other things in Memphis.
John Morant only played 9 games last year. Desmond Bane missed half the year. Marcus Smart out. The Grizzlies still have a lot of young talent and a very bright future. Great shooting reflexes from Harden, able to put his shot out right off that pass.
It's Williams, high post. Outside Jackson. Batum with the steal. And they're moving it up. Bogdanovich dishes to Harden. From deep. And he's good on the 3-ball. Harden's got the lead up to 12 now for the Clippers.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see. Oh, my goodness.
Man. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David.
And with Bogdanovich is that well set up, he's almost automatic. Nice shot.
Here's Morant. There's the drive. And Morant throws it down.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam. Pass to Eubanks. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Bane with it. Leonard picks him up. They grab their own miss. Outside Jackson. 6 to shoot. Floats it up there for Morant. Up high to stuff the alley-oop. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
When Morant drives, he is just so difficult to stop. His agility, that's what makes beating the D look so easy.
Latrey. Bane, no good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Pass to Batum. The 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Morant kicks to Bane. Shoots over Leonard. And there's Bane. That's good on the assist by Morant. Bane's got his second basket.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open team.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Pass to Bane. Jacks up a 3. Again, the miss by Bane. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
This team relies on that shot from Kawhi.
Here's Morant. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's on Nicholas Batum. Craig, with how explosive John Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Amir Coffey's jacked in for Kawhi Leonard. Dunn comes in for Bogdanovich. Mills in for James Harden. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Jones comes in for Nicholas Batum. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here's Morant, and he lays it straight in. Morant's got 12 points in the game.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Here's Coffey, guarded by Bane. Dunn passes to Coffey. Back to Dunn. Zubac, a screen on Williams. Dunn misses. Right side, Williams. And stolen by Dunn. With one on the clock. Oh my, what a slam right at the buzzer.
And unfortunately, we've seen too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
James Harden getting it done for the Clippers. He ends up dropping in two from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Here with Ty Lue.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
You love guys who can get their shot within the flow of the offense.
So on the floor for Memphis, they've got Marvin Bagley. Pippen is out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Wells, and it's Huff in at the 4. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Trying to find Bagley and gets it to him. Launches a 3, and again it's Memphis with the 3.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
And you look at the Grizzlies' defense the last few years, RJ extremely disruptive.
Yeah, they've been top of the league in steals and blocks. That's just a part of the DNA in Memphis. It can be exhausting playing against guys like this.
Dunn shot's good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Bagley sets a screen for Kennard. Pass to Wells. Fires the 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Screen by Jones. Here's the lob to the hoop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the passer floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Here's Kennard. Huff passes to Kennard. Jones with it. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And the shot goes in. Jones has got 4 points in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the last few years we saw teams giving up bounties worth of draft picks and trades for star players, but with teams now possessing more roster spots to develop prospects and about 3/4 of the tradable picks hoarded by just a third of the NBA's teams, we may not see so many picks given up moving forward. Kevin?
You're exactly right, David. Something certainly to keep an eye on. Looking to end the run, and Wells the bucket on the assist by Pippen.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Here's Coffee. From the arc, sinks the triple. Coffee's got 5 now.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pippen, the pass to Huff. Misses the 3. Here's the Clippers. They're on an 11-3 run. Mills looking it over. They get the rebound. Here's Zubac. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Pippen against Dunn. Here's Wells. From outside, off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 13. Wells comes with the double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
One-on-one fast break. Kennard for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And they'll get another chance. And here's Mills for 3 to the left side wing. There's the triple. Drains it from beyond the arc. Mills has got his first 3 points of the game. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 16. Here's Coffee. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this week?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
First personal foul.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. We'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Bogdanovich is out there with Harden, and it's Eubanks in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Powell, the pass to Eubanks. From past the arc, and it's Norman Powell with the 3.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt GM.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
R.J. Morant has always had unquestionable talent. Now it's a question of, can he focus on his game?
And you hope he had his wake-up call. Still one of the most exciting players in the game. His burst and bounce, one of a kind.
Leonard attacking, and the rejection by Jackson.
Remains LA basketball.
Here's Eubanks. And here's Leonard. Pass to Bogdanovich. Leonard sets a screen for Bogdanovich. 5 to shoot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
And I want to see more of this. Bogdan getting assertive and just forcing his will on the D.
And so Bogdanovich nails both of them. The Grizzlies trail by 18. To the left wing. Here's Heaney. Knocks down the 3 ball.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Bogdanovich has got 5 points in the quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Yeah, easy call.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes. Space in the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit.
Pass to Jackson. Out to Morant. Takes the 3. They get it again. On the wing, Williams. Morant outside. There's the 3. The Grizzlies with another miss. Clippers leading by 16. Harden looking it over. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Guarded by Morant. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. The Grizzlies trail by 16. The kick out to Williams. He tries for 3. Powell pulls it in. LA's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Pass to Harden. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Morant throws it down.
He's got an elite combination of speed and athleticism. Morant, he is special when he gets out on the breakdown.
For Los Angeles, they've gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6.
Better to be lucky than good. That pass was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged the bullet there.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Eubanks. And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. It's a 13-point game, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
2 minutes remaining.
Harden against Morant. It's Harden with the drive, and the jam by Harden.
He's not going to beat you with speed. Harden uses his footwork and his strength to create separation on his way to the rim.
Morant kicks to Jackson. We've got 1:48 left in the 4th quarter. Stolen by Harden. A deep 3 from Leonard. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Grant. Great D that time from Batum.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Los Angeles.
The sheer volume of 3-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they'd sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for James Harden.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. And Morant throws it down.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they've been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
It's tipped. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Harden dishes to Batum. Leonard with the screen on Jackson. Harden against Bain. Three-pointer. They get it back. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
So the Clippers with the win. A confident win. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up.
teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
So the Houston starting five. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Ben Thompson out there with Alperon Şengün. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position.
Substitution for the Rockets. Steven Adams. Eason.
Pass to Eason. Harden comes to help. Powell with a steal. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Harden against Thompson. Leonard outside. From downtown, Thompson pulls it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
That's good from Eason. On the assist by Thompson.
Nice find by Thompson. Now, good to see him sharing the ball like this.
And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Outside Eason. Pass to Green. Fires for three. Rebounded by James Harden.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Leonard for three. It's hauled in by Houston. Brooks outside. The three. It's not going to go for him. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Back to Powell. The three is up. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Now, Norman Powell has proven to be capable as a scorer. All three levels are part of his game. That time goes to the three ball.
Here's Thompson. Oh, excellent D there from Harden.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And the Clippers hit again from deep.
This is what you call pre-shot preparation. Being prepared on the catch to fire before the defense can react. That is nicely done by James Harden.
Thompson passes to Brooks. Thompson with a screen to the middle. Oh, stolen by Harden. Leonard with the ball. Checked by Brooks. And there's another one for the Clippers.
Shooting off the dribble is probably one of the toughest skills in the NBA, but Kawhi has it mastered.
Adams finds Brooks. And the call will be against James Harden.
James Harden.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Shot to stop the run. Here's Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Well, simply stated, Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
Three-pointer, Harden. And Los Angeles, another three.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Brian, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Houston has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Harden going inside. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Harden's got 8.
Well, James Harden's ability to put it on the deck and get to the cup is elite. And because of that size and frame, he's going to finish most often.
Back to Thompson. 4-3. They grab their own miss. On the wing, Thompson. The shake. Nice move. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
Powell passes to Zubac. The three. And it's Harden again missing. And the Rockets with possession. They're on a 10-2 run here. Green against Leonard. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Leonard's gotten his second bucket.
That is absolutely ridiculous range from Kawhi. My goodness, it feels like he just stepped across half court.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
It's Thompson, high post. And that comes off the assist by Green. He's got 6.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
It's all tied in Los Angeles. And the second quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. James Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Eason with the ball. He's picked up by Zubac. Leonard looking around. Dunn outside. Out to Powell. Beyond the arc. It doesn't go for him.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Doris, not long ago, the Clippers were not associated with star power.
It's very true, B.A., but they are now. And it's not just the talent that they have, it's the experience that their guys bring to the court. They now have a core of big-time players who've been through virtually everything in the league.
Thompson shot is off.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Harden. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Steven Adams.
James Harden brings tremendous versatility. He can score it, he can distribute. Whatever you need from him offensively, he can provide it.
And the Rockets making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Zubac with it. He's picked up by Adams. Zubac against Adams. And here's Zubac. No points yet. And the Clippers miss again. Van Vliet on the wing. Defended by Dunn. Here's Easton. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Leonard passes to Powell. Leonard with a screen on Brooks. Powell left side. And the Clippers miss again.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Boy, I love how hard Steven Adams works on the boards. Excellent timing for that putback.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Three-pointer, Harden. Gets the 3 ball to go. Harden's got 13. And we've seen the league ramp up the series model where teams play each other in the same arena twice in a row. What do you think, Doris?
B.A., I absolutely love this. And more importantly, the...
Oh, hey! How about that?
And I'll tell you what, I mean, he is a creative, explosive finisher at the rim. Green love.
Whoa!
Well, Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court, he makes a lot of noise.
Green to the rack. And, oh, he just jams it right over Ivica Zubac.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Harden from outside. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got rebound number 7 tonight. On the wing, Green. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And a change for the Rockets. Şengün's checked in. Green, the pass to Brooks. Pulls it from 20. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Brooks has got his second basket.
And that's just an all-around talent there. I mean, Green is dependable at finding his open teammates.
Bogdanovich, that's good. The Rockets lead by 4. And it's Green off the drive. Eason finds Şengün. Let's go with a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Şengün's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
There's Bogdanovich with the 3. It's hauled in by Houston. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Brooks outside. The rebound by Bogdanovich.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Buries it from 3. Bogdanovich has got 5 points.
And this is why Bogdanovich is a vital cog in this offense. It's his ability to stretch the floor like that.
Green, the pass to Şengün. And he drives in, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Houston shooting their second and third shots at the line here. And he makes a first, and the Clippers making a change here.
Şengün at the line for 2.
Both free throws good from Şengün. Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Simmons.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
Jalen Green.
Free throw good. Green. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Eason.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Knocked loose. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Houston. They're up by 5. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. We are seeing an outstanding game from James Harden.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Houston. Leading by 5. Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
So the Houston 5 right now. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Whitmore is out there with Aaron Holiday, and it's Tate in at the small forward position. And Şengün throw it down.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Now here's Simmons. Pass to Eubanks. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. The Rockets lead by 7. And stolen by Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Simmons.
Oh, my goodness, the creativity and flair from Ben Simmons. Stop it now. Don't hurt him, Ben.
Tate finds Holiday. Takes a 3. Şengün. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Şengün's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Green's checked in for Houston. Outside Simmons. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Here's Smith. Outside Whitmore. Launches a three. Counted from distance. Whitmore's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Here's Batum. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time.
I'll tell you, that last three must have riled up Batum because he wanted to get that shot off quickly.
Şengün passes to Smith. Now here's Green. Outside Whitmore. Just 5 to shoot. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. And that one's good. Green. Green's got his first points in this one.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Batum outside. Down low. Simmons against Holiday. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 5 rebounds in the game. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, similarities in the games of Alperen Şengün and Nikola Jokic. A couple years back, Jokic suggested that Houston run their offense more through him, and they have. Jokic said that's going to benefit the whole organization. He wants to pass and play for the team. They'll move when the ball is in his hands. Brian?
Well, Jokic would know. Thanks, Allie. Green finds Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
Here's Coffey. Pure from three-point range. Coffey's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now here's Şengün. Eubanks defending. With the fadeaway. And again, it's Houston.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
A great job to establish position and square up.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Şengün, the screen. Holiday passes to Green. Another one falls for Houston.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Shot by Leonard, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Şengün, a screen on Harden. From the arc. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
I mean, the motor this kid has is unmatched. Smith goes up with a purpose.
Harden from outside. He nails it. That's his 5th make in 11 tries. The Rockets lead by 11. Outside, Green. Pass to Smith. With 4 on the clock. He can't get that one to fall.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line,
And he's good on the second. And he can't make it 3 for 3. And so it's the Houston Rockets. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter.
it's not over yet.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us.
Let's make some noise.
Clippers trail by 9. Stolen by Van Vliet. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. James Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubats in at the center position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Powell, it's good.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a 3 of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
Leonard for 3. Rebound by Van Vliet. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Bogdanovich is checked in for Los Angeles. Thompson, he's checked in for the Rockets. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Tries to keep it alive. Harden finds Bogdanovich. And here's Zubats. Back to Harden. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played.
Yeah, if you allow Zubats positioning near the cup, look out. This is what you can expect.
Here's Brooks. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. And the Rockets lead by 8.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
The Rockets have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Back to Thompson. Soft touch off the glass. And it's a 10-point Rocket lead.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Green against Bogdanovich. Out to Leonard. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. Adams has got 9 rebounds now. The open shot by Brooks. And the Rockets tack on 2 more.
Such a reliable mid-range shooter. Brooks doesn't hesitate when he sees an opportunity to rise up from there.
Harden, the pass to Leonard. The 3-ball. Oh, Leonard laces it in from distance.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Thompson finds Adams. Here's Eason. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. Thompson pulls it in.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Here's Adams. Back to Green. Green, money from deep.
You love the confidence Green has. He wastes no time going up with the shot.
2 minutes.
Zubats with a screen on Thompson. Harden can't hit. The Rockets lead by 12. Adams, the pass to Brooks. Back to Adams. Got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. Zubats with it. Now Thompson defending. Stolen by Thompson. And he lobs it up. Oh, deflected. Powell with a steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it.
Leonard on the take.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Houston has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Rockets.
Tonight, they got everybody in on the scoring. Had nice passing, which led to good looks.
Just solid play by these guys.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Amen Thompson.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Bogdanovich, that's good.
Fantastic look, but that's a bit redundant for James Harden.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth. The three from Thompson. Kept alive. Outside Eason. Stolen by Harden. And he's all alone. There's the three. The shot comes out. Thompson with it. Leonard pulls down the board. From the high post. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, we're accustomed to seeing Kawhi as the finisher, not necessarily known as a passer, but boy, what a pass right there.
From deep three-point land, it's off. And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road.
this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Thompson is out there with Alper and Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position. So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Green inside the three-point line. It's rebounded by Memphis. Now here's Morant for 3. Green with the rebound.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Thompson with the bucket.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Van Vliet wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Now, Bane. Following the miss by Fred Van Vliet from deep. Bangs home the trifecta.
And when the 3 ball is falling for Morant, the defense is in trouble.
Şengün gets to Green. No good with the wing jumper.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Payne for 3. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Thompson throws it down.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
And it's Morant missing. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Brooks with no one around. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Edey. A 3 ball. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Rockets. They trail by 1. Green kicks to Brooks. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. There's a lob to Jackson. Here's Green. Out to Thompson. The 3. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And it's the Rockets on the break. Deflects the pass. Wells with the steal. Morant outside. Over Thompson. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Morant's got 10.
And you want to prevent Ja from driving to the rim, but you gotta also contest him at the mid-range and just hope it doesn't go in. And he's not gonna miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Morant. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow. He's got 12.
And we all know Ja's capability to fill it up, and he is showing it here tonight.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, DA. Thank you. 44 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Fades and shoots. And it's rebounded by Morant. The Grizzlies trail by 3. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Rockets ball.
29 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Şengün. Here's Green. Puts up a three. Out to Brooks. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Now here's Wells. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Here's Brooks. It could go. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Taking a look at the Rockets. At the guard positions, Van Fleet and Green. Brooks is out there with Amen Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the center.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And here's Van Fleet from the arc. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. So stand the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those 3 outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those 3 guys. That's a great base for the future.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And the basket is good.
And you can always count on Van Fleet to make the right play. He doesn't make too many bad decisions when he's got the ball in his hands.
Lets it go. Bane, no good.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Brooks for 3. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make. Wells passes to Jackson. Shoots the 3. Thompson with the rebound. The Rockets have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And a guy who can drive and finish with either hand. Jackson's tough to stop once he gets going downhill.
From deep, Brooks scores for only the 2nd time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
And you can see the confidence Morant possesses. He's fine testing his luck with the quick pull-up, Jay.
And then Morant slams it in.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. You can see, and coach, you can feel Ja Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does, and it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Thompson for 3. Another miss by Houston. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Here's Wells. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Houston's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
To the inside, and it's Green with the jam.
And one screen gets the ball there, not much you can do defensively.
Morant outside. Bain inside the three-point line. Rockets with the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The shot. Jackson misses. And it's the Rockets on the break. From deep, Brooks up again. Great positioning on the putback. Now just a 4-point Grizzly lead.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's he. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your... And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
We've got Vince Williams, Luke Kennard out there with Pippen. Then there's Marvin Bagley. And it's Huff in at the 4 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. It's so easy, Coach, to highlight the athleticism, but there's certainly a mental aspect to the game as well. I know you value that as a coach.
You can never, Kevin, overestimate how important intelligence is. I was in the NBA, or have been around the NBA for 30 years, and I have never seen one really good player who wasn't really smart.
Whitmore finds Smith. Bagley with the rebound. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Kennard for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Kennard's got the lead up to 12 now for Memphis.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Holiday looking for an opening. Fires from deep. And the 3 ball is good. Holiday's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Adams, the bounce pass. Pass to Eason. Pulls up. Kennard with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Eason finds Adams. Houston moving the ball around. The offensive rebound. Planks the putback jam. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Pass to Huff. There's the 3. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Bagley. Here's Holiday. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. From about 19 feet. Out to Smith. Offensive rebound. Here's Eason. Here's Adams. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Rockets making a switch here. Green's checked in. Pippen dishes to Bagley. They need this one. Out to the wing. Here's Huff. Nailed from three-point land. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Pass to Holiday. Lets the three fly. Hands it from downtown. Holiday's got 6.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
Pippen with it. Now defended by Whitmore. Bagley, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
On the wing, Williams. Shoots a 3. Rebound by Jeff Green. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
No one near Smith as he lets it go. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Smith's got 4 this quarter.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy. But a rally like this is how you do it.
Nuggets trail by 6. Holiday sets the pick for Smith. Let's go. Second chance shot. They kick it out to Green. For the 3. Here's Adams. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Grizzlies with... We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Memphis leading by 6. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Alperen Şengün out there with Green, and it's Van Vliet in at the point.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Morant kicks to Bain. Lets it go from deep. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And the wide open shot from Green. Second shot opportunity. Here's Brooks. And that one's on target from the wing. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Morant passes to Wells. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Van Vliet kicks to Green. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Morant with it. Now Green defending. Fred Van Vliet grabs the miss. Van Vliet's got 4 rebounds now tonight to take the lead. And it's rebounded by Morant. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And that one drops.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Van Vliet looking around. Green, the pass to Şengün. Shoots a fader. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
Well, you love their execution to get back in it. This game's very much in reach for them.
Bain inside the three-point line. Good on the leaner. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Jackson has the open look. His three-pointer's off the mark.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving it.
Van Vliet against Morant. From about 19 feet, Brooks misses. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. And here is Dane. A three-pointer off the mark. 1:49 left here in the fourth quarter. And the wide-open shot from Green. They grab their own miss. Şengün kicks to Van Vliet to tie it up. Rebounded by Jackson. Memphis has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
Well, Brooks is always working hard for this team, and here it pays off with a huge basket.
Morant passes to Bing. 3. Green with the rebound. And here are the Rockets now. They're on a 12-4 run. Over Jackson. It falls.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Morant reaches to well. Here's Jackson. It counts.
And that's a player with no fear. Jackson steps to the forefront, goes out and gets them a massive bucket.
Pass to Şengün. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Well, the defense was giving him that one, but he made the shot more difficult than it needed to be. You gotta play smart.
And they do have a foul to give.
And here are the Rockets.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you need, it makes it that much harder to find an opening.
Morant outside. Now Wells. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. At the guard positions, Van Vliet and Green. Green is out there with Dylan Brooks. And it's Şengün in at the center position. Green kicks to Şengün. Another shot. Again, Şengün missing.
I don't know how that one doesn't go in. Nice cushion between him and the defender.
Payton for 3. They get it back. Pass to Morant. Wells wide open. No good with the triple.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here. Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for.
Beyond the arc. And the Grizzlies lead by 1. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him. Anthony Davis is great. And I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Dan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Yes, that goes in.
And that they need those points, and I bet he's the guy that continues to go for it.
No question. He has the combination of size and skill to get his shot in these high-leverage moments.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
No doubt how much those boards impact the overall outcome. You can't give them extra chances.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions. A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Wells with the steal. Morant with a wide-open look. And the three off target. Rockets have gone a shade under 50% from the floor here in overtime. They've hit 3 of 7. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. Wells passes to Bain. Stolen by Brooks. Şengün with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Here's Brooks. Wells grabs the miss. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And a wide open look for Bain. Off target from outside. Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
Puts it up from 17. Yes!
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Green finds Brooks to win the game. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
paper. But if they were, this game wouldn't be close, Brent.
You're right, B.A., but we're not doing it. We're out here on the court, and we want to see guys going at it. Tonight, given where these teams are, can the underdog step up, rise up, and get an unexpected win? We're going to find out.
So here's the Clippers starting group. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. James Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubac in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here's Jackson. Back to Morant. Pass to Bane. Fires the three. And James Harden pulls it down. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. I asked him how they'll approach the matchup against James Harden. Coach told me, well, James is at his best going to the rim and operating behind the three-point line, so we want to try and force him to work in that in-between area as best as we can. They'll be following the analytics with that defensive strategy, BA.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Now here's Leonard. Three-pointer. The offensive rebound.
That's what Zubac is here for, making plays in the trenches.
Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. They set the pick from deep. Morant. And that one fall for him. He's 0 for 2. The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024.
You know, really by no fault of their own, BA. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league. Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Back to Dunn. Powell against Jackson. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
Norman Powell really knocking it down here and hurting this team from distance.
Morant with it. Harden picks him up. From deep, Bane sinks the tray. Bane's got 6 points.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Leonard for three. And the Clippers again with a bucket.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for Memphis. Trailing by 4. Pass to Bane.
2 minutes remaining in the fight.
Who poked away. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Harden from outside. Leonard passes to Powell. Takes the 3. Tries again. Outside Harden. For 3. Finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
There's so many things that make Harden a dangerous offensive player, but that three-point shot, that's tops on the list.
Jackson for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Here's Dunn. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Grizzlies trail by 7. And one thing that Morant has always been a lead at, finding a seam in the defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
From deep, Bane. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Among the best passers in the league, Morant finds open teammates.
51 seconds left in the first. Harden, good.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Memphis has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Yes, and a Nice assist from Jackson. The Clippers lead by 5. Harden surveying the D. And a miss there on the triple. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
One of the faster players in the league, end to end. I mean, few people can run with Morant.
And here's Harden. 6 points for him. Into the lane. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
These are his first free throws of the game. Harden hits them both.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Launches it. No good on the buzzer beater. James Harden, he's been the guy making things happen for the Clippers. He gave his all to help his team in that quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
We should also mention how hard they've been working on the offensive glass, just coming up with second-chance scoring opportunities. Those can be deflating.
Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. G.G. Jackson is out there with Jackson, and it's Edey in at the 5, down low. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Payne, the pass to Jackson. The 3 is up. Leonard pulls down the board. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed, and now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian, Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you know that. No question about his abilities. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Grizzlies trail by 5. Pass to Morant. Jackson the screen from behind the arc. And Morant laces the triple.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
Yeah, the buckets have been few and far between, and neither team able to get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
Three-pointer, Harden nails it from 3. Harden's got 11 points.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout. That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Oh, got that one up quick. 5 points in the game.
And you know, his team wants Jackson Jr. to keep taking these threes, knowing it'll help open up this offense even more.
Harden misses. The Grizzlies have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. And it's Morant off the drive.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Morant looking around. There's a screen. Kicks it out to Bain. Lets it go from deep. That won't go. 3 for 6 in this one.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Powell passes to Dunn. Powell against Jackson. Shoots. Clock at 6. And Zubats with the basket on the assist from Powell. And it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. Pass to Jackson. Jackson on the wing. 46 seconds left in the first half. Jackson can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 3. Oh, good look from Zubats. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Zubats has got 8 points here in the quarter.
You like Zubats for just making the simple play. He does that all the time.
Morant with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Here's Jackson. And another miss by Memphis.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Pass to Powell. It's tipped. 3-pointer, Harden. Memphis with a rebound. Edey's got his 6th rebound on the night. From deep, Morant. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Los Angeles. They lead by 5. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Nice game. What a performance by James Harden.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
On the floor for the Clippers, Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Patrick Mills. Then there's Amir Coffey. Then there's Nicholas Batum. And it's Eubanks in at the center position. Huff can't get it to go.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Grizzlies trail by 5. Kennard for 3. Batum pulls it in. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting 46%, a decent average so far. And here's Mills for 3. He can't hit that time. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Outside, Williams. Kennard passes to Huff. Back to Kennard. From deep. Hits the trifecta. Kennard's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Memphis shooting their first free throws of the game now. That free throw no good.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on the second one. The Clippers have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Coffey can't get it to go.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Here's Pippen. Williams on the wing. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Kennard for 3. Connects from downtown. Kennard's got 6 in the quarter.
And as long as Kennard keeps knocking down those threes, he's going to get more opportunity.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball, he embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing."
And they did a lot of winning, Alec.
Batum getting the ball and just really relaxing on that, Jay.
Here's Pippen. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third. Clippers trail by 3. Pass to Batum. Shot from the wing. And that one good. Batum's got 5 now.
Well, Bogdanovich would prefer to shoot it, but teammates so wide open, had to give it up.
Well, Brent, this is the 8th season for Bogdanovich. He's as steady as a metronome, man.
No, the thing, BA, I don't think guys appreciate him as much as they should in that off-guard position. He is gritty and competitive. He can shoot the ball. He's willing to take big shots. And I love the pace and competitiveness he plays with. And Batum pretty consistent from the three-point line. Defenses cannot afford to give him that kind of slack.
He shoots it. And another miss by Memphis.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Eubanks, the pass to Batum. 20 feet out. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Let's be honest. That's not a shot he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot off.
Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Bagley can move around you and get slender out there to find room on the floor to collect offensive rebounds.
Here's Coffey. Off target with the 3. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Here's Pippen. He's guarded by Mills. Williams passes to Huff. Let's go with a 3. Pass to Pippen. Outside, Williams. Oh, trying his luck from deep. And no good. The Clippers shooting only 30% in the third quarter. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Bogdanovich, that's good.
When Bogdan is set in the corner, feed him. He loves those shots. Can make him in his sleep.
Bagley. And Mills pulls it down.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Pass to Coffey. Fires the 3. Over Williams. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. 3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. It's a 3-point game. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Jackson in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. This one for 3. And the basket by Coffey. Coffey's got his first 3 points of the game.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Batum outside. Coffey on the wing. The rebound by Jackson. And there's the call on Drew Eubanks. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Grizzlies trail by 6. Now Morant. And there's the call on Drew Eubanks. That's his third foul of the game.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Stolen by Mills.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
The boundless athleticism Morant has is really special. He's someone that is always in attack mode.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Outside Harden. Leonard on the wing. Defended by Jackson. Up top, Powell. Count the basket. And the Clippers lead by 10.
Powell can play with some power. Even at 6'3", 6'4", he's got a good base.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. There's the three. Knocks down the long J.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
Leonard for three. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
I mean, is there another guy in the league who knows when his team needs this kind of lift? Kawhi getting those 3 points right back.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Zubats. Jackson for three. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got his 6th rebound on the night. Now here's Dunn, guarded by Bane. Zubats. Powell outside. A deep three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Edey's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's the three. Jackson with another miss.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Leonard for three. Count it! Leonard for three.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
2 minutes remaining.
The three from Bane. And again, it's Memphis missing. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Grizzlies trail by 13. Outside Morant to the inside. It's stolen by Leonard. Jacks up a three. Again, the miss by Leonard. Memphis has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this 4th quarter. Morant, no good. And it's the Clippers ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Pass to Zubats. Takes the three. Memphis with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Jackson on the wing. Outside Bane. Back to Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Morant with it. Three-pointer. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
Opting for the quick shot there. Morant trying to outpace the defense. Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Clippers.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Grant.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Kawhi Leonard.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
So no problem for the Clippers as they get, thanks, Allie, great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to...
anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes this sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubac in at the 5, patrolling the paint.
Nice to see Harden continue to expand his range. He is an absolute laser from outside.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
A 3 from Leonard. The shot, no good. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Fires for 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
Leonard with the bucket.
Yeah, great execution there. The turnaround, such a difficult shot to defend.
It's Thompson off the drive, and Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
Here's Zubac following the score by Houston. Thompson outside. Brooks outside. Pass to Eason. From past the arc. Here's Thompson. He takes it in.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
Shoots from the elbow. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the game.
Eason. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Now Leonard. Zubac kicks to Leonard over Brooks. And again, no good by the Clippers. Rockets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Eason finds Brooks from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 6. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, it feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I've had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time. Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
You are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, D.A., thanks. Back to Thompson. Eason with a screen for Thompson. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And it's 13 points from Amen Thompson. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Leonard, no luck.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Brooks with the bucket.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. 8-point game. Well, Clark, we hear a lot about the antics with Brooks, but he deserves more attention for his play.
I agree, especially on the defensive end, Kevin. He's one of the top perimeter defenders in the league, and some of what his antics are flowing out of is his competitive spirit. I still think he needs to tamp down the antics, because that does take away from what he does, which is lock guys up and play with great competitive spirit all the time.
Now here's Leonard. He has 5 and finished off by Leonard.
That's what this coaching staff has encouraged Leonard to do. They want him in attack mode.
Harden against Thompson. In the corner, it's Eason. Back to Thompson. It's deflected. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And here's Green outside.
And Chris Dunn plays with a real exceptional edge on defense. And because of his impressive reach, he's able to wreak havoc in whatever part of the floor he's on.
Brooks outside. And it's off from three-point range. Harden finds Dunn. Good if it goes. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Amen Thompson, he's feeling. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. We'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Dunn is out there with Harden. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Powell for three. No good on that one. Houston leading by 5. Here's Thompson driving the lane, and Thompson throws it down.
And this one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do. Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
And here's Thompson, 15 points in the game. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Thompson's got 5 points in the quarter. Harden up top. He's covered by Thompson. Harden gets the bucket.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Thompson inside the line. Brooks with no one around. Thompson passes to Adams. Back to Thompson. Second chance shot. Lock at 6. Good D by Harden.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Leonard kicks to Zubac. Zubac a screen on Adams. Harden can't hit. Rockets leading by 5. Here's Thompson. And he drops it in from the low post. Thompson's got 20 points.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Houston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Thompson looking for an opening.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Clippers trail by 6. And Clark watching Amen Thompson. He is just a different kind of athlete.
He sure is, boy. Special as an athlete. And we've got some of the greatest athletes in the world across the NBA. He's smooth, he's explosive, he's fluid, well coordinated. Seems like he just kind of floats in the air. It's special to watch him do his thing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And it was maybe a step out of his range.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficient.
And it goes down 2 points. Harden's got 7 points.
Impeccable form there. I mean, Harden should teach a master class in shooting. Doesn't get any better than his jump shot. Efficient, economy of movement, and the stroke often leads to splashes. Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
A 3 from Leonard. The Rockets pull it in. Brooks with it. And it's Harden picking him up. It's time.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. And here's Thompson after the three-pointer from Norman Powell. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Rockets making a change here. Smith is checked in. Eason with a screen for Green. The Rockets again can't hit. Clippers trail by 8. Leonard with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Leonard, no luck.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Smith against Powell. Free throw line jump shot. Smith, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
John misses. And Green puts up a deep three. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Houston holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum line. They're thinking about the shot.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Amen Thompson has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
We've got Alperon Şengün. Tari Eason is out there with Green. Then there's Whitmore, and it's Holiday in at the 1. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Şengün, no good. And it's Harden with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 7. Here's Şengün. Houston moving it around. And here's Green outside.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Leonard with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Here's Harden. The Rockets pull it in. Eason's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Green. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And the Rockets lead by 9.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. And here's Bogdanović for 3. Drills it from outside.
The D just couldn't anticipate Bogdanovic's shot there. He catches them by surprise with the pull-up.
Here's Whitmore. He's covered by Bogdanović. Şengün, no good. Clippers trail by 6. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
Los Angeles has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the 3rd. Rockets leading by 6. Eason finds Green. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. Whitmore with it. Nothing on the board. Connects from three-point range.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
And here's Bogdanović for 3. Traps in the tray. Bogdanović has got 6 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Clippers trail by 6. Bogdanovich dishes to Mills. Jacks up a 3. Bogdanovich, no luck. Houston's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Pass to Şengün. Shoots from the baseline. Here's Green. They shoot again, and it's blocked.
A capable defensive player. That wingspan of Batum's really an asset in blocking shots.
They kick it out to Green. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Green's got 5 points in the quarter.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
That's a floater go, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
And the Rockets making a change here. Tate's checked in. Here's Whitmore. Şengün with the screen for Whitmore. Knocked loose. Mills with the steal. One-on-one fast break. He lobs it up. It's tipped. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
And, you know, really, Mills is a threat to score from anywhere. I mean, that's what makes him such a challenge to defend.
Here's Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now here's Mills. Batum finds Mills. A 3-ball. A shot by Batum, no good. Here's Şengün. That's tipped. Here's Coffey for 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Houston bringing the quarter to a close with a shot. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, Batum is out there with Drew Eubanks. Then there's Bogdanovich, and it's Mills, and it's Coffey in at the 3. Shoots over Tate. Coffey can't get it to go.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Clippers trail by 6. Bogdanovich wide open. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those 3s because he's been brutal in this half.
Got that one up quick. Bogdanovich has got 14 points now in the second half.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Şengün with the screen for Green. Cranes the 3-pointer. Now it's a 6-point Houston lead.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
Batum passes to Eubanks. Here's Coffey. Hits the 3-point bomb.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Green. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the dude. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Brooks comes in for Tate. Jalen Green's checked in for Cam Whitmore. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Aaron Holiday. Now, here's Dunn. From deep, Harden. It's rebounded by Houston. Adams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And Thompson kicks to Adams. And stolen by Dunn. From deep. Good on the triple.
Well, I really admire the determination with which Dunn plays. Staying confident in his shot at all times.
To the middle. And Adams with the slam.
Remains calm and collected. Adams refuses to let the moment be too big.
And here's Harden for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Adams has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. On the wing, Green. Dunn covering. Adams sets the pick for Thompson. Over Harden. Leonard with the steal. Fast break, here they come. Powell for 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Leonard against Thompson. Takes it inside. And Thompson slams it home.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Green, the pass to Green. Fades. It's hauled in by Zubac.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And there it is for him.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
Yeah, I put that one on the defense. I mean, they can't leave him open at this stage.
No good on that one.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
A 3 from Leonard. He goes up again. Got it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Green. Offensive rebound. And Adams kicks to Brooks. Pass to Adams. Yes!
Go ahead, rise up and throw it down, big fella. If he wanted to, he could have ripped that rim right out of the stanchion.
No good. So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. They didn't make it easy on themselves.
teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
And here's Memphis' starting group. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. G.G. Jackson is out there with Jackson, and it's Edey in at the 5. And that one's good for Brooks.
And he's much more comfortable shooting off the pass. Brooks with a nice shot.
Thompson against Morant. Jackson on the wing. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Here's
That was unbelievable!
Wow.
Now that is a finish for the ages.
Now here's Morant. There's Jackson with the 3. It's rebounded by Şengün.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Good work there as it goes. Thompson's gotten his second bucket of the game.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Richard, if you look back at the Rockets' history, it's striking how many all-time greats have worn that uniform.
There are so many Hall of Famers: Hakeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, Calvin Murphy, Yao Ming, Elvin Hayes, and that's only to name a few.
And it's Green missing.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
And the basket by Bane.
3 points.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute. They were concerned with Jaren Jackson Jr. on both ends of the floor. Coach saying defensively, Triple J covers so much space, a blocking machine. And on the other side of the ball, Jaren has serious skill for a man of his size. He's a tough game plan for us. Jaren Jackson Jr., a two-way menace. Brian?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. There's Jackson with the 3. The shot misses. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Thompson.
Oh,
yes!
Whoa.
Throw it down!
Oh! That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Morant looking for an opening. And the 3 off target. The Rockets have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Three-pointer, Brooks. They get it again.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
He had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. Morant, no good.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Şengün with it, guarded by Morant.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Houston shooting their initial free throws of the game here. That free throw is good from Thompson. Adams checked in for Houston. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. For all the adversity Memphis faced last season, Richard, there were some silver linings.
They had a lot of talented young players get more minutes than they might have otherwise due to the injuries, and there is nothing more valuable than experience.
Now here's Thompson. 7 points in the game. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Grizzlies trail by 6. Payne fires from way outside. Thompson pulls it in. And here's Green from the arc. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
You can tell Green likes to move quickly. He gets that ball, and he's taking the shot in just a few seconds.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Brooks from outside, and Houston another 3.
And you gotta at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
Morant with it, working on Thompson. Lets it fly. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. Houston leading by 9. Brooks from outside. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Payne. Uses the glass on the layup. Payne's got 8.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Thompson finds Smith. Lots of room. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
From the arc. Out to Thompson. The three. That shot off. Good if it goes. No luck on that one. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Rockets ahead. Upset. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out at you stat-wise?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge, too.
At small forward and power forward, it's Brooks and Smith. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bane. And Richardson's bursting onto the scene. Bane has been nothing short of spectacular.
Bane was a steal with the 30th pick. He's added to his game each year. And now, look, he's one of the better two-way wings in the league. Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Jackson finds Jackson. The 3. Now Morant, guarded by Van Vliet. Launches a 3. And Morant with the basket on the assist from Jackson.
Look, when you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from deep.
And stolen by Morant. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Tipped. The ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. It'll be Rockets ball.
Rockets ball.
And Van Vliet has got the ball here for the Rockets. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Green. Fires for 3. Look at Green showing off his range.
This is a smart play by Green, getting some help with the screen instead of trying to do it all by yourself.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, Ja Morant is excited to be back on the court, and he's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks. Grizzlies trail by 7. Three-pointer. Brooks with the rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Fires from the corner, and he gets the jumper to drop.
Look, there's not much that the big fella can't do in the court. Jabari can put the ball in the bucket.
Morant, he's open. And another miss by Memphis. The Rockets lead by 9. Adams finds Smith. Releases. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Now here's Morant. In the paint, Morant puts it in. Richard, as we've seen, sometimes all a player needs to prosper is a change of scenery.
Well, no doubt, B.A. One of the biggest deciding factors in being successful is how you fit into a system and how you fit in with the players around you.
I mean, this is why Van Vliet's teammates like playing with him, because he looks to set them up with his passes.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's Edey. Yet to see a basket. Corner shot. And another basket for Memphis.
Morant has a ridiculous motor. This man is finding points at all times. He never stops working hard on offense.
Ooh, the dunk by Smith.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive.
Oh, Morant! Wow!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Richard, how about that memorable Rockets winning streak early in 2024?
11 straight wins. Look, that's no easy task, no matter who you are playing. The energy in the locker room must have just been off the charts.
Inside. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Back comes Houston in transition. Green running the floor.
The blinding speed of Green really turns on the Jets in transition. It's impressive to watch.
Morant into the lane. Adams grabs the miss.
He tried to get spicy and totally whipped, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least, about a week.
Adams with a screen on Morant. They get the rebound. Smith left side. Second shot opportunity. Count it. Good. Smith's got 10.
Man, that jumper of Smith is so nice and a tough one to guard at that because of his size.
Here's Morant. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
The three, Smith. Grizzlies with the rebound. Edey's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Morant. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Pass to Smith. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
We finished off one half of play. It's Houston up 11. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Grizzlies, 27.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
On the court right now for the Grizzlies. Brandon Clark out there with Williams. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Huff in at the center, locking down the middle. Pass to Kennard. Beyond the arc. Sinks it from distance. Kennard's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Holiday. Lets it go from deep. Kennard with the rebound. Grizzlies trail by 11. For 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 6th rebound on the night. Since being drafted in 2021, Alperen Şengün has really grown his game, Richard.
Particularly his assist numbers. That's what impresses me. You can run the offense through the 6'11" Şengün. It's so impressive.
Kennard for 3. They get it back. Pass to Pippen. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Houston. They've led by as many as 14. Some room here for Holiday. The Rockets again can't hit. The Grizzlies have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Outside, Williams. Back to Kennard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. He drops it from range. Kennard's got 6 in the quarter.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Şengün. Count it. And the Rockets lead by 10.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Houston has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. And there's Şengün. That one's good. On the assist from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. Grizzlies trail by 12. Here's Pippen. Still no points. Kennard for 3. No good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Şengün. Kennard with the rebound. The Grizzlies have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. from behind the arc. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got 7 rebounds in the game. Richard, for years, the Grizzlies team motto was grit and grind. You think that shifted?
They're a little bit flashier now, but they still have that underdog spirit. That's what grit and grind is about. They're always out to prove themselves.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
The Rockets lead by 14. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Rockets showing improvement. Head coach Ime Udoka said, quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to instill habits that'll carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. And the basket by Pippen. The Rockets have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Pass to Green. Şengün, a screen on Clark. Pulls it. Up, pulls it in.
Really thought he had this one. And the defense, they were giving it to him.
Here's Pippen. Fires in the triple. Pippen's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Three-pointer, Holiday. Drops in the 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Williams from long range. And another 3 for Memphis.
3 points.
And here's Holiday. Outside Whitmore. Takes a 3. Knocks down the triple. Whitmore's got 8 points.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Clark outside. Pass to Kennard. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. 4 seconds left. That one no good. And so it's Houston, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. And they're deep. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Green. Whitmore is out there with Aaron Holiday. Then it's Tari Eason, and it's Şengün in at the 5. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Kennard for 3. Rockets with a rebound. Şengün's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Green, a screen. Here's Whitmore outside. Clark grabs the board. Grizzlies trail by 11. Kennard for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 11. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. And that one's good. Whitmore.
Maybe not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Outside Morant. It's Jackson, high post. Oh, it's stolen by Eason. Back comes Houston in transition. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Eason.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
And Houston will go for a different look here. Smith, he's checked in for Green. Dylan Brooks comes in for Eason. Green's checked in for Whitmore. And it's Amin Thompson in for Holiday. Sinks the tray. Jackson's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Love the control there from Thompson. I mean, showing poise on the pick and roll.
Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
playing from behind. It's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. And the officials call a traveling violation. Grizzlies trail by 10. Jackson outside. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Houston.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Thompson passes to Smith. And here is Green. From downtown. Gets the three to fall. And the Rockets lead by 13.
And it's encouraging to watch Green knock down the triple. Needs to keep doing this.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pass to Smith. Over Jackson. And it's Houston scoring again.
Yeah, we're seeing some of that potential everyone is talking about with Smith. Just a talented offensive player.
Edie for three. It's rebounded by Şengün. And so Şengün will bring it up for Houston. Leading by 12. Here's Smith. That one's off for him. 6 for 11 now.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
And here's Morant outside. Getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Thompson against Morant. Green with a screen on Morant. And he's going for the lob. Green takes it to the rack.
Coach has to be pleased with what Green is doing out there, playing with a ton of energy on the offensive end.
From deep, Morant. Kicks it out to Bane. Launches it. It's rebounded by Şengün.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Rockets.
Their unbelievable shooting was probably the biggest difference tonight. They also got stops.
Yeah, great effort on both ends. Now, they worked for good shots, and they were stingy defensively as well, but just really impressive.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Alperen Şengün.
Honestly, I just love how relentless he is on the glass, making a big effort to pull the ball in and give his teammates extra chances.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. And here's Thompson for three. The Grizzlies pull it in. Left side, Morant. Fires from deep. And there's Bane. That one's good. The assist by Morant.
Sharing the rock. Part of what makes Ja Morant such a fantastic player is his ability to pass.
Fires from way outside. Misses. And so it's Houston winning this one.